Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here for today's video, man. We are going through the power ranking of every NBA team's 3-year window. So what this means is you got 3 years to win a championship. What's the chances of it happening? Who do y'all think the worst team's going to be? And the best, let me know in the comment section below. Also, I have the first official self-portrait of Baby Flakes, or as they're known, on the streets, man, Little Bean, drawn by my daughter Marina. Mama plus Little Bean. As you can see, there is, Little Bean Baby Flakes growing nicely in Mama's chin. Also signed officially, so worth trillions of dollars someday, man. Trillions. All right, let's get going, man. My Dan the mattress man. Okay. Don't think he's Dan the mattress man. Or I don't know, man. Career shifts happen all the time. Now look at his Lincoln report profile. Okay, so we got the Chicago Bulls, man, as the least possible to win a championship in 3 years. I mean, I think just having the Bulls name gives them a chance. Obviously, that they'll land a big free agent. It seems like the Bulls don't do well in free agency. I don't know why. It's almost like stars, they don't want to live in that Michael Jordan shadow. That's the only reason I can think behind it, man. But I love Kobe White. I love a lot they're doing. What they got going on over there, man. Yeah, Modest. I mean, he's going. I think he might be the real deal. And then obviously you get Cooper Flag. That just excels everything, right? And Zach LaVine, I don't know, when he's healthy, he's still a high dynamic scoring guard. So I mean, the worst chance. That's the thing. It's I'm not saying they're gonna win it, but the worst. All right, here we go. Next up, the Brooklyn Nets. I already have the Bulls as a better chance than the Nets, man. Unless Cam Thomas is gonna carry. I guess they got some draft picks, in the Mikal Bridges trade. I mean, I would say 30th, personally speaking. Okay, here we go. Washington Wizards. I saw a meme, somebody saying that these three players here, man, look like you ever see that show? What was it, man? Jersey, I think, man, it was from the mid '90s. It was about they would put no that was different. They put a jersey on, then they'd be in the game. I think it was called Jersey. I don't know, man. This is a nostalgic hit right there. Basically saying they wore some magic shoes. It looks like some kids, in adult bodies, I guess, man. That's what they were saying. I don't know. All I see is a trash basketball team, personally speaking, but not that trash. Trash-ish. Phone just went off. Are we good? We good. All right. Portland Trailblazers. They do have Coach Chauncey Billups, which probably is the reason why, they're not 28, 29, or 30th right here. But, in all fairness, I mean, Scoot Henderson, I'm not going to write him off after a season. I love Shaden Sharp. I still think, man, he gives me shades of Tracy McGrady. I've been saying that since before he was drafted. DeAndre Ayton's a first pick. Matisse Thybulle exists defensively. Good defensive player, man. Yeah, Denny Avdia, too. That was kind of a low-key nice pickup, man. Robert Williams probably got to get traded. I would say I would keep Robert Williams and trade DeAndre Ayton, but the reason I'm not going to do that is because Robert's always injured, man. So, you just got to do what you got to do, man. Yeah, they got Klingon, too. Yeah, you can get rid of both of them, actually, man. Get some picks. I'll probably start Klingon. He just gives you that vibe, man, of a high-motor center that's going to be there for, 15 years. I don't know. I kind of like what they got going on. Oh, my God, bro. Y'all some idiots, bro. That's one thing I'm noticing here, man. Okay, it's a 3-year window, not a 1-year window. That's what I don't get about this already, bro. Like they are assuming they're going based off of last season to determine a 3-year window. We got the number 1 pick, Cade Cunningham. We got Ivy. We might get Cooper. Cade could be most improved player, man. Really disrespectful to a former number 1 pick. I don't know. I would say he's probably the most hated number 1 pick in NBA history because he's not even a bust, bro. And he gets more hate than busts do. I can't stand it, man. You're telling me in 3 years, this team as developed is only 26 best chance to win a championship? Cade, Avia, Sar, Duran, Ron Holland, Tobias, well, hopefully he's not there in 3 years, but yeah, this is really disrespectful, bro. You're going based off of last year. Not 3 years from now. Unacceptable. D minus. Not even great enough. And you know, Charlotte Hornets. 25th chance. LaMelo. And the rest are nobodies. Now they got Brandon Miller, man, who I do think is gives me shades of Paul George. I really do think he could be like a Paul George type, maybe even like a baby Durantula or something. You know, not Karis LeVert. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Really, the big issue is the health. But I mean, they got some nice pieces. They got to get a few more, you know, offensive weapons to work with LaMelo, and also they got to stop getting in trouble. All right, L.A. Clippers at 24. I'm in that Clipper curse, bro. They've been going on for 30 plus years. I don't think it's going to fix in 3. Yeah, I mean, really just look at here at the age factor. You know, James Harden, you know, Honey Bun Harden, you know what they say, man. Kawhi Mia River always like getting injured. Actually played like 68 last year. Paul George obviously gone. And, you know, I mean, not saying they don't got some nice young players. But that's the thing. I guess that's what gives them this spot. Is like in the next year or two, like Harden, if he can return to form, you know, being a bigger piece in the offense, you know, going back to that old school ISO ball they did in the Houston Rockets hero ball. You know, if Kawhi, if he could be like a shooting guard Pascal Siakam, and Kawhi can go back to the Raptors days, they can win it in 3 years. Do I think it's going to happen? Well, I give it about the 24th best chance. 23 Utah Jazz. I feel like this team has already hit its ceiling. I don't mean that disrespectfully. But I mean, like, Lauri Markkanen was an all-star starter. He ain't going to get much better than that with this team. Like he has to not regress at all. And the rest of the team got turned up. So, I mean, y'all ain't getting Cooper, bro. You're not getting Cooper, man. Come on now. They got Colin Sexton, too. So, you know. Atlanta Hawks. What's that from? I know what it is, man. You got 5 seconds to guess in the comments. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Power Rangers. I like the makeup of the team. I feel like they got some consolidating to do to an extent. I would say the lineup has to be Trae Young. I'm gonna go probably Bogdan over Dyson Daniels for now. But I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily like dislike Dyson Daniels what he does. Jalen Johnson at the 3, also a candidate for most improved player. Ricochet. And I'm saying to Congo, bro, come on, Atlanta. Please let this man star. I'm sick of Clint Capella, bro. I mean, if you want to keep Clint Capella for the bench, fine. Like, I get it. But don't be, like a Congo with Trae Young and Jalen Johnson, man, the athleticism. And you got some shooting out there, too. It's like quit holding back with old clunky Capella, bro. Like, come on, man. So yeah, maybe if the coach, you know, can do some things besides run bitch-ass lineups, like, you have a chance. But otherwise, it's a no-go. 21 Toronto Raptors. They need another piece. You know, I really like Scotty Barnes. But I think he's more Scottie Pippen than he is Michael Jordan. You know, I don't think that's obviously not a bad thing. Scottie Pippen, top 50 player of all time, right? But they just need... They need that final piece. Could they come in the draft? It's not Emmanuel quickly. Like you're not the piece. You're a piece for sure. So yeah, man, if they can land a big name free agent, I mean, bring back Vince Carter or something. Yeah, RJ Barrett just kind of is who he is at this point. They have it's the same issue as before Kawhi went there for his one and done. You know, back in 2019, it's the same issue where the team and the pieces are there. You just need the final piece. And that's what I see with this squad. Miami Heat. The Heat fans think that I disrespect this team a lot. I don't know why. Back in the bubble, I'm pretty sure I said they were my favorite to win the championship. Yum. But facts are facts. You know, I look at the other teams. I look at their roster. I look at the age of it. I look at what it's built around, the style of basketball it's built around, and I believe it's time to move on from Himmy. Himmy can be him somewhere else. But the way that the Heat need Himmy to be Himmy, he ain't him no more. You know, like, that's not disrespectful. Man, had injuries last year, he's getting older. Like, he's not LeBron. Y'all know about LeBron. He was there for a few seasons. Bam Adebayo's great. Jacquet's great. Tyler Hero, I mean, he's not a superhero. He's more like, he's more like Robin to Batman, right? Which ain't bad, he's not Nightwing either, right? So I'm just saying that real quick. But yeah, like y'all are the Heat, man. It's like Jimmy Butler was cool. He brought you guys some good moments, but you got won some championships. And Jimmy Butler, if he didn't do it before, he's not going to do it now. And if they win in a year, 3 years, you come back, man. You let me know. Oh, Los Angeles Lakers. See, that's the thing. Well, LeBron's got to be gone in 3 years, right? Because I kind of say the same thing about the Lakers I did about the Bulls. Is that they got that Lakers brand, Like, I don't think a ton of players, well, you can look at free agency for facts about that. They don't really want to, sign with the Lakers right now. And why is that? Because, well, nobody that's a great NBA player wants to play second fiddle to the, LeBron James, Bronny James storyline, the documentary, the final chapter, And Anthony Davis, I mean, he's still a great player, but he's, he's paper, bro. He's paper, right, man? You need some rock or some scissors, he's paper. So, but, because, like, even if I'm a superstar, and I know LeBron's retiring, and I look at the roster, and I'm like, Anthony Davis, Reeves, do I want to play with these guys for my best chance, keyword, best, to win a championship? And my answer is not really. Now, if LeBron's gone, AD's gone, Lakers got $1 trillion to spend, I could see some stars being like, hey, let's try this out over here in the LA Lakers, man. Like, that would be fun. That would be fun. All right. San Antonio Spurs, 18. I think Wemby is going to get a ring in the next 3 years. I don't think it's next year. I think that third year is probably his best chance. Because I don't necessarily... I love Devin Vassell. I'm a big Vassell fan. I think he could be the Chris Middleton to his Giannis, right? The rest of the roster, I think, leaves a lot to be desired. And that's not saying that the roster is filled with trash. I just think they need some... they're going to need something else, right? But beyond that, like, Wemby himself, if he's who he says he is, which we know he is because we've seen him play basketball at this point... a little kiss on that forehead. I really think this Spurs team could win it, in 3 seasons, man, for sure. And there are going to be players that want to play with Wemby. I'm just not quite sure who. I really want to do, because I plan on doing a 2K25 rebuild series. We'll see how it goes. And I'm really intrigued to do a Spurs rebuild. We got the Golden State Warriors. In the next 3 years, win a championship. Okay, so if you have Steph Curry, you always have a chance. And it sounds like Steph Curry... Well, I don't know, man, because you hear the Laker rumors. I don't necessarily buy it. I guess if the Warriors are to be atrocious, I don't like how I said that, atrociously bad next season, then, Curry could get upset. It's not really the day and age where you can rebuild around Curry. You could put some pieces around him. But I'm not going to say that, I'm going to sit there and trade away Kuminga and Moses Moody and all these guys to put somebody next to Curry, right? Like, I like the foundation of the Warriors, and obviously Curry's going to be a part of that until he decides he doesn't want to be. But man, at some point you got to cut some of the dead weight. And obviously they got rid of Klay Thompson left. Draymond Green, I think, is probably next to go, man. He's probably going to end up on the Pistons at the age of 37 or something. Houston Rockets. I like this placement for them, man. The next 3 seasons, you guys can watch some of my previous videos and even the last one I did. I'm so high on the Houston Rockets, man. It's like, obviously only 3 teams can win a championship in the next 3 seasons, or even, 1 to 3 teams, I should say. Somebody decides to 3-peat or something. What up, Detroit? No. Man, I love this roster, though. It's just... I don't see any flaws to it. The only there's two potential flaws I could see, and that is, LP could be injury prone. I don't think he is. I think he'll be fine. And also Jalen Green, LP, their play styles not being able to coexist. I don't know if that's going to happen. Jalen did have efficiency issues to start the season when LP was kind of the main man, but I think that'll be okay. Obviously, Jalen got to be a really good, catch and shoot player. I think if he can really add that aspect to his game, that would be huge. Read what he can do for the squad, at that point guard spot in the long term. Probably short term as a six man. Fred's going to start, I would imagine. But man, you all are doing the right things over there. I don't really have a bad thing to say about the team. Not gonna lie. We have the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, you have Kevin Durant, right? It's been is it disrespectful to have him at 15th? I guess I gotta see the other teams above him, but I'm gonna guess Beal's gonna move to a six-man role this season, which needs to happen, and it really comes down to Bradley Beal. Booker Durant, I'm not worried about them. Bradley Beal, you get paid a lot of money. You got a bitch-ass attitude, it's going to be an issue. So, I would say be a six-man, embrace the role, Manu Ginobili style. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, man. He's probably going to cry. Be sad about it. Dang, Katie's 36 too, though, man. So it is kind of now or never. And you really can't lose Kevin Durant and then think Devin Booker and Beal are going to get it done, man. Like, Beal Booker, I would just maybe get rid of Beal. I don't know. Sacramento Kings at 14th. Ooh, you're Marina crying. Murmur, are you okay? Ooh, brother taking away her toys. Going to his room. Ooh. This is like some, what's that Kardashian show called? Wait a minute, what was it called, bro? I don't remember, bro. Kardashians. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, yeah. Freaking Out with the Flakes. There we go. It's a good title name, man. Okay, Sacramento Kings, though. 14th. That's the thing. Do I have... Because they got DeMar DeRozan. He could have a fall the next 3 seasons. Beyond that, you don't really have any fall-off players. They're just going to keep on getting better. Yeah, I'm fair with that. I'm good with that. Pelicans at 13. See, what the... Bro, this is why I hate Bleacher Report sometimes, man. What has Zion done that warrants him being at 13 right here compared to the Detroit Pistons and Cade Cunningham being number 1? Except be fat and eat too many damn hot and readies, bro. I'm talking about Zion. The roster's... It's a good roster, but 13? Dude's a Pelicans fan. Whoever wrote this article is a Pelican fan for sure, man. It's just Zion's had so many, things about himself, too. But it's he's still Zion. Gets me number 13. It's stupid. Murray's fine. CJ... Yeah, CJ and Murray in the backcourt, that's kind of cool. You got Zion. Then you have a whole bunch of just, position issues. They got a rookie center who looks like he could be something, but I don't know if he'll be a good fit next to Zion. I do like Herb, but I just, compared to the rest, at 13? Over the Kings? Over the Suns? Damn, even say over the Rockets. That's stupid, bro. That's been the worst one so far. Pretty dresses for summer? Which one do y'all think's the prettiest? Pacers at 12. I like that spot. I really like that spot. I think that's a good one, man. I'm excited to watch some Pacers basketball. They might be on the, what's it called? The League Pass. Might be one of the teams to select. Miles Turner just get me in this picture, man. Kind of the forgotten one, man. But, he's the heart and soul. Let's be honest. He's the heart and soul. Okay, you got the Memphis Grizzlies at 11. See, are we doing intrinsic or extrinsic risk? Because there's not a lot of intrinsic risk with this team, but extrinsically, John Morant would have some issues. Yes, when he's playing basketball, he's an MVP caliber player. So in the next 3 years, you got to think 1 or 2 of those years are going to be a big suspension. So you really got 1 year. So by probability not going to win a championship, man. But they got Luke Kennard. No, John Morant just... I would like to think things are going to get better, but I said that last year, so you got to prove something, man. You got to prove something. A little too high. Milwaukee Bucks at 10. Got to see the 9 teams in front of them. I think maybe we're writing off Giannis, Damian Lillard a little bit too quickly after one season. I could see them being higher, man. Like Giannis is, I mean, multi MVP, got a championship. Dame's hungry, man, being disrespected. They got Gary Trent at a really good price. I really think that eventually they need to address the center position. I just don't think Brook Lopez is that guy long term. I would probably honestly, I would say their best bet would be to reach out, at the trade deadline to the Washington Wizards and maybe try bringing like Jonas Valanciunas or somebody like that. I think that would probably be a good kind of replacement picture, or position, whatever. You know what I mean? Orlando Magic at 9 in the next 3 years. Okay, I have been really high on the Magic. No way in hell do I think they got a better chance than the Bucks in the next 3 seasons, man. I really like what they're doing over there, but well, okay. I guess let me put this question to you: in the next 3 years, is Banchero going to be better than Giannis? Because that's what it comes down to. Because I don't know what the rest of the rosters are going to look like. I'm going to guess the Magic are probably building something here, as we can see with their squad, and the Bucks in the next 3 years around Giannis are going to have to go through a bit of a retool. I don't want to say a rebuild. If you have Giannis, it's not a rebuild; it's a retool, right? They're gonna have to find a replacement for Chris Middleton probably. Damian Lillard probably has another 2 years on the squad to see what can happen. So I guess maybe for that unknowing reason, maybe having the Magic ahead of them maybe does make sense, because at least in the Magic, it's like we know what the roster looks like, and it looks really good. New York Knicks at 8. I like that, man. I like it. Although I'm pretty sure, what was the last video I did? It was something, and the Knicks were heavily disrespected by Bleacher Report, bro. So they're at 8 here, so that's cool. I'm good with that, man. They are a team that had injuries last year with Julius Randle, and then they just got so much better, and they have Julius Randle back. Yeah, I'm good with 8. I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen Brunson win a championship with this Knicks team, man. I don't know. It just... He's got the skills of Carmelo Anthony, but the size and the heart of Linsanity. He's just both players, man. He's just both players. Best way I could put it. We got the Cleveland. What the? Huh? What? Cleveland Cavalier fans, I need you to understand here that this is the point of the video where it sounds like I'm hating on your team. I'm not. I'm just not going to sit here and say that a Donovan Mitchell ran team has a better chance than a Kevin Durant run team or a Giannis run team. This is just wrong on so many levels, man. Cleveland, you guys, you have a good roster. I just don't think you have a larger 3-year window than some of these other teams. Not to say you can't win one. I totally believe in the squad. I love Darius Garland. I think he's going to bounce back here. But 7? Don't know about that one. T-Wolves at 6. I think it's a bit of a disrespectful ranking. I would put them, as far as a 3-year window, probably in the top 3. Rudy Gobert is very replaceable. Cat has seemed to really settle in is this second option. Anthony Edwards is going to continue getting better. Players are going to want to play with him, assuming they can bear Minnesota winter. Yeah, I got to see 5 teams better with a better 3-year on the T-Wolves, because I don't know if I see it. Well, let's see. Dallas Mavericks for a 3-year window. So in 3 years, Klay Thompson will be 90. Kyrie in 3 years will probably still be fine. But I could also see Kyrie waking up the next day and being like, I want to retire. I'm done. I want to go make another Uncle Drew video, man. You have Luca, but as we know with the Luca in years past, and also looking back at James Harden on the Houston Rockets, one guy can't do it all. So for that reason, I guess the thing they got going for them is they have a good chance next season. But I can't sit here and say that the T-Wolves don't also have a good chance next season. So yeah, I don't agree with the Mavericks over them. I just don't. I think they have a really good roster. I think the T-Wolves have a better outlook. And a better roster, to be honest. Just saying. 76ers at 4. I'm good with that. You don't just go out and get Paul George and not think you have a top, 5 chance of winning a championship. Do I think they're over some of these other teams? A lot of unknown factors, with Embiid's injury history, Paul George's playoff P history. I love the team, though, this season, man. Like, I am actually low-key praying that this team stays healthy next year, or next season, because I want to see them at full health. I think it's going to be some beautiful basketball. And I could honestly say that Paul George and Joel Embiid could have MVP caliber seasons. Tyrese Maxey, though, is going to be just fine, man. He is literally like, I've been calling him AI 2.0 since his rookie season. I'm not backing off that statement. Number 3, we got the Denver Nuggets. Okay, you have Jokic, obviously. But the rest of the roster, it just, yes, they won one recently, but I think for the roster construction around Jokic, that window might be gone. Would I be surprised they won one? No, I wouldn't. But do I think they have some better chance than some of these other teams above them? Not. I don't know, man. And that's, once again, and so this video, I hate this because it's like, comes off as me just saying, you're not going to win a championship. That's not true. I just don't know if you have as good a chance as some of these other teams, man. You had a really good season when you all won it, man, but I don't know. Number 2, Boston Celtics. Yeah, that's an easy number 2. Who's number 1? Oh, I know who. Yeah, Boston Celtics are number 2 here. I'm gonna say really next season, both these guys, man, men on missions, man. Just typically after you win a championship, it's easy to not come in with a full head of steam the next season and kind of degrade a bit. But not this squad, man. Jason Tatum playing like 1 minute in the Olympics. Jaylen Brown not being on the team. They're ready to go. And they also got 2 other Olympians, Derek White and Drew Holiday. The number 1, we got the OKC Thunder. Okay. Thing about the Thunder is that, yes, they have a great chance to win it. But why are they getting certain credits in this ranking that other teams aren't? That's the thing, man. It's like we are saying, this article is saying the Thunder will win a championship in 3 seasons. It will happen. That is what this article is saying. Do you think that's a guaranteed compared to the other squads? I mean, yes, they have a billion draft picks. They're a very young team. But I also think to win a championship, there's a lot of growing pains that you have to go through, Growing pains that can take time. I mean, SGA, though. Oh, man, SGA. What's to say right here? If we're being honest, this should probably be inarguable. We gotta say probably, then the chances are it's arguable, right? It is arguable, man. Affording everyone long-term good finicky. Yeah, we saw that. Derail. Okay, here's my thing. KD, Westbrook, Harden, Serge Ibaka. They did not win one. Is this squad better than that squad? It's okay to say yes. I don't know if I necessarily would say it would. Well, I mean, Harden wasn't the Harden we knew. I just don't. I don't know, man. Seeing the Thunder here just rubbed me the wrong way. I think they're top 5 for sure. But I think there's some other teams, man. There might have some better teams. I'm about to do this myself, man. Do my own ranking or something. What do y'all think? But all right, that's all we got for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.